Hello, my lovely friends. It's Margaret, and this is a writing vlog. She says as she's on Twitter, welcome to the first of my weekly November writing vlogs. I figured I would just start this at the beginning of the week, which today is October 29th, the Monday, so that I would not have this weird 4-day writing vlog. The goal no, things are falling. Okay, so the goal tonight is to read through what I already have written of the project that I want to start up again, because I'm starting my prep for that tonight, because I just got the stuff that I needed for that. To work on TQG, which is my current, the novel I've been working on for 4 or 5 years. It was either 2013 or 2014. It's on a planner. I don't have to remember it. I have a planner with all of that stuff. And then I'm going to start setting up my writer's Bible for that project. Now, I'm doing something a little bit different than I did with the TQG, because TQG is in a bullet journal. And I like that it's in a bullet journal. I like that it's all in one place, and I kind of keep it also as like a diary where I can write down what I did that day and any progress I made. I should probably put in that I finally completed my author mentor match thing at some point. It's about half full. I'm planning on using it like when I start querying and stuff. I'm not showing you the front because the front has the title on it, and I'm not ready to tell people that yet, especially since it may change. But like when I start querying people and getting rejection letters or getting requests for full or partial submissions, like I want to keep that in here and have that all together. But the problem with that is, so hold on, let me open this up. So you have the index at the top, and you're able to kind of break it down, but you cannot move anything around in a bullet journal. So, like, if I add a character, I can't, I have to add them where I am now, which is right here. I'd have to add them halfway through versus starting all the way at almost the beginning. So I really want to have, what I'm planning on doing this time, I'm trying something else out, because I've tried the 3-ring binder method, which is fun, it's fine, but I kind of like the being able to kind of structure it like a bullet journal and being able to handwrite things, because apparently that helps me. So what I'm going to be doing is starting a traveler's notebook, and I don't have a cover for these yet. But I can do one for plot, I can do one for character, I can do one for my notes, I can do one for free writing and brainstorming. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of these. But partly that I'm going to figure out here in a bit, because I'm going to start working through book in a month. And this is how I have plotted my last This is how I plotted my last 3 novels. Oh, hold on, there's a buzzer. I had to go stir the food in the oven. This way I'll be able to keep character and plot stuff together, and put it in as I go. And then I'll be able to get a nice pretty cover for it and put it on my shelf, and it can go right next to this one. And then the other goal tonight is I still need to work on finishing TQG, because that book is the bane of my existence, and refuses to finish. And so for author mentor match, I completed the novel technically. So it is a full, complete story. I am still considering switching some chapters over to a second point of view. So I might work on switching some of those. I'm going to be working on getting that done as I'm polishing the rest of it. The second half of my book just needs a little bit of polishing. So that's what's going to happen. I hope you guys are going to enjoy going through NaNoWriMo with me. Should be interesting. I am going to try and win this year. I think I won last year, but it was with fan fiction, so I didn't really count it. Oh yeah, no, I remember. I didn't verify it because I didn't care about any of the prizes. Usually you'll get a 40% off Scrivener coupon or something, and they didn't have that last year. Which didn't matter because my computer died shortly after Nano last year, and so I wouldn't even be able to use Scrivener if I had gotten it. So we're reading some stuff. I'm almost done Clotel by William Wells Brown. I'm going to have some thoughts on that. Last night I started Sea of Monsters for the live show this Saturday. I'm looking forward to Saturday because that's going to be Words on a Page-a-thon, and I'm going to write for 24 hours, except for the hour or so that I have to do my live show, and then the hour or so for the Book Explosion live show. But I'm gonna be writing for most of the day. Just pretend like I am. So I'm reading the manuscript right now. And there has been the appearance of a small carved bone trinket. And I know where it came from and kind of its significance. But the longer I think about it, the more I'm like, is this a Star Wars reference, Margaret? Because it sounds like exactly the kind of reference that I would put in something. I don't know. I don't know. I do think I might be keeping the prologue, though, because it's not going to change. Most of the rest of the plot of this, I'm going to get rid of. I wrote it a while ago without any planning. And so the plot is every which way, and I had no idea what I was doing. I apparently like kidnappings. I'm just not realizing this. Because there was a kidnapping in TQG. There's a kidnapping in this one. Anyways, that's a fun realization. Here, hold on, let me see if I can get myself back better in focus. What was I talking about? Oh yes, so I'm getting rid of most of the, like, kind of redoing everything else, just because I want to do it with more purpose this time, because I tried to pants it. This is the one manuscript that I have ever tried pantsing, and it was a complete mess, and so I was like, I am never pantsing again. Hello, it is Tuesday, and we are getting ready to film our... the bookshelf's prepped. Oh, I need to move that little bit. Look, see the magic? I just hide my mess from everyone. We're getting ready to film my wrap-up for October because I will not have time to film tomorrow. And also, tomorrow's Halloween, so trick-or-treaters are gonna get in the way of me filming anyways. But I gotta, nope, that's right, that is correct. I have no idea what I'm doing here, guys. All right, so we are on day 2 of NaNoWriMo. And once we get this, this filming done, we're going to stick some dinner in the oven so that I can, you know, eat food, because that's important, unfortunately. There's so many times that it's such a hassle to cook food. Like, I like eating, but it is a hassle to cook food. So last night, there's not much to talk about last night, because I didn't get much done. And part of that is because I sat down to start writing and start plotting, and get the work done that needed to get done so that I can start this project. And I realized between last night and today that so this was conceived as a standalone novel, and in the process of writing it the first time, I realized I had more story than a standalone could handle, so I decided to make it a trilogy. But the first novel, I still want to be able to stand alone. And so, like, think A Darker Shade of Magic, that kind of thing. Like, A Darker Shade of Magic is perfectly fine in and of itself. You don't need anything else. Not the most productive night before NaNoWriMo that I have ever had, but a much needed, I guess, break. I got some work on my bullet journal done because it's October 31st and I just now started my November setups, which is very on brand for me if you know me at all. Hold on, let me see. Can we improve the lighting situation? No, that does not improve the lighting situation. Very on brand for me. And so tomorrow I'm just going to get up early and I'm going to start working and get some of the plotting stuff done that I was planning on getting tonight. I did get a video. I will see you guys in the morning for NaNoWriMo. Good morning, everyone. Happy NaNoWriMo! It is officially November 1st. It is 6:47 a.m. because I get up early now to do writing things or to do other things. Like, I'm going to work on video stuff now so that I have time to write this evening. Although I still have to work on video stuff tonight because the video that I really need for tomorrow is not uploaded yet. Whoops. It's got to upload from my phone to my Google Drive so I can get it on my Wii video. Which sucks, by the way. I don't recommend it. If you're operating on Chrome, I mean, I guess it works because it's your only option, but I don't suggest it. Anyways, so I haven't really come up with a plan yet for today that I have sat down and written down, but I'm going to do that in a little bit because I do need to, like, actually finish getting that set up so that I have some direction in my month. I'm a mess if I don't have my burn it. What? It's too early. Listen, you should not get Margaret up this early. She tweets weird stuff. She says weird words. Oh, that's a mess back there. Anyways, so I'm gonna get back to work. Hello, everyone. It is 10 o'clock on the 1st of November, which means it's time for Margaret to go to bed, but I did want to update you on what I had done. So I finished day 1 of the Book in Your Month program. I haven't gotten any actual words down for the story itself, but I can catch up on that pretty quick, so I'm not terribly worried if I don't get anything done until like Saturday, because I want to get some of the plot stuff nailed down, because that's what bit me in the butt the last time I tried to work on this particular project. But it has a plot now. My story has a plot, like an actual real plot that I like, that makes sense. I've figured out where I want to hit the big points in this character's story arc in each book. If I get to make this into a trilogy, I want to do some interesting things with the Chosen One trope. And you see a little bit of that at the beginning of this one, or not at the beginning of this one. You see a little bit of that in this first book, but you're not going to really see the full effect of it until you get to book 3, I think, if we get that far. So it's really tough because you want to lay the seeds of it and kind of give people an idea of something that could happen, but I want it to be like wrapped up. I don't want any loose ends personally in this book. I'm very much of Victoria Schwab's mind that unless I know there is a sequel coming and in the works, well, I guess not coming in the works, but like that I am going to be paid to write the sequel and it's going to be published, I don't want to give people like a cliffhanger ending. I don't want to leave people with any what are called hanging chads. Oh, my hair has not been washed. It needed to have been washed today, but I chose instead to write. And so this is my basic, it's my basic decision-making process for NaNoWriMo, because I have a feeling my hair's not going to get washed until like Sunday. Anyways, so I'm really, really excited about working on this project. I didn't get any work done on TQG, but I will do that tomorrow. And we'll just do that. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I am actually going to do it tomorrow. Note to Margaret, do it tomorrow. Editing Margaret, let us know. Did she actually do this tomorrow? No, she didn't. She didn't. Hello, everyone. It is Friday. Look how dark it is out there. It's only like 7 o'clock and it's like dark. Part of that is because it's been storming. But part of that is also because we are headed towards the shortest part of the year. And it even gets short here in Florida. Busy a couple of hours here because I'm supposed to be going to bed at 9. So I can get a little bit of sleep before I start the Words on a Page-a-thon that Angela Hart is doing. And that's a 24-hour write-a-thon. I don't know that I will be writing for the full 24 hours, but I do want to see if I can't beat my last record, which I think was 10 hours in 10 hours of writing in one day. I'm taking Sunday off, which will be great. For Read DA, we have the live show tomorrow. So I'm running reading sprints tonight so that people who are still working on finishing Sea of Monsters can finish Sea of Monsters or just have an excuse to read. And so we're starting those in about 3 minutes. I will actually be working through that because I feel like I need to work on writing stuff instead of work on reading stuff. Although, oh crap, I do need to read the book. I'm not done with it yet. So maybe I will work on reading stuff and we'll worry about writing stuff later. Although I don't have a video that... I'm supposed to have a video up today. I don't have a video that's going up today. It might go up tomorrow. So I have finished doing the reading sprints. I got some video editing done. And then I read some. And I'm almost done. So I think what's going to happen now, as you can tell the rest of my lights are off, is I'm going to finish. It's a 279-page book. I'm on 233. So I've got 46 pages left. Don't double check my math on that. I'm probably wrong. But I think I'm going to finish this, and then I'm going to take a nap so that I am ready to go when Words on a Page-a-thon starts at midnight. Because I'm going to try and get at least some writing done in the wee hours of the morning, which means we will be moving from the bed to the brother's room, obviously. If you're thinking, Margaret, that doesn't look like midnight outside your window, you'd be right. It's 7 a.m. I didn't wake up when my alarm went off. Sleepy Margaret is not in charge of her own decisions, apparently. We've learned this. We know this. I should have put the alarm in the other room. I should have. I thought I'd get up because I have the last couple of times. But hey, I'm one of those people that like, if I sleep in, I'm like, well, I guess I needed the sleep. Today's goal is to get caught up with my word count. We are doing Words on the Page-a-thon now, which means we are writing from now until at least midnight. I might write later. I might see if I can't keep going until 7 a.m. tomorrow and still get in a good solid 24 hours. I might not. It's probably not going to happen, but I can dream and pretend like I am since I don't have to be at church tomorrow. But the goal is to get a couple of chapters of TQG done, to get caught up on our word count with Ash Girl, and then to get all of the outlining done today, to have all of that done so that when I am continuing on with my writing, I don't feel lost at all. I know where I'm going. For me, the interesting part of writing is not knowing what's going to happen because like I already know how it ends. I knew how this book ended when I started it. And that also goes into my reading. Like for me, it's not what happens, but how it happens that is really the most interesting part, like the emotions and the character journeys and the character growth that happens, which is what I read for. It's in some review somewhere that I'm more interested in being right than being surprised. There's a Christmas story that goes along with that I could tell you that my mom would probably get mad at me for telling you. So I'm going to turn around. I'm going to get my bullet journal set up for today so that we have some concrete goals. And then I'm going to start working on, I think, my outline. Giving y'all a quality view of my library's dumpster. I've gotten most of the non-writing stuff that needs to be done at this point. And all I have really is I'd like to work on my room a little bit maybe tonight because I'd like to have my bookshelves cleaned and set back up and like not a wreck by the time my brother comes for Thanksgiving, so we can film a couple of videos, and one of those videos would require him to actually like for my bookshelves to be in order. But I'm going to be here for a few hours and I'm going to get some writing done. But I wanted to show you guys I got my notebook for this is going to be where I keep all of my notes, and like I've been keeping a log with TQG, and so I want to keep a log with Ash, and I figure like kind of like a diary / goal journal, like it's almost like a bullet journal but not quite. It's just basically where I can keep my thoughts and notes and all of that for when I'm writing, and write down how I do and stuff like that. Oh, the person in front of me moved. I guess I can move up. And like I plan on keeping lists of agents I want to query and who I've queried and who's gotten back to me and all of that. I plan on keeping that for each book that I have, keeping that in one of these. I got the softer one because I don't think I'm going to need the full like 240 some odd page bullet journal. I think it's 250 if you count the 8 that can be torn out. I don't think I'm going to need that fully since I'm setting up the travel notebook, and this is definitely going to fit better in the travel notebook than say a hardcover journal. So I'm going to go and get some writing done. So the plan while we are at the library is to get the 10 crucial scenes done, and draft the scene cards for those scene cards. I don't want to work on my outline, which is the day 3 project. I don't want to work on that yet because I want to be able to kind of spread out, and I can't do that at the library. The plan is to get day 2, which is the scene cards, done while I'm here, and to work. I might do a little bit of like pre-planning for the outline, and then also I'm going to focus like on getting the 2 chapters I want to get done of TQG done. So I'll be working on both books today. My goal is to be done with, by the end of next week, be done with my manuscript and be able to just query it, which means I have to find people to query. As you can tell by the orange shirt, we have finished our Sea of Monsters live show. I will link to that somewhere so that you guys can go like actually watch it if you'd like to. Please do. we talk about some fun stuff in that show. Just in general, talking about Sea of Monsters and the Percy Jackson series and trying not to spoil it too badly. There were a couple of places where we're like, oh yeah, did you catch this? And it's because it's a throwback. Like it's a foreshadowing for later books. I need to look at my list and see what still needs to get done and refocus. I got a little distracted after the live show, I will admit. And so I've been futzing around on my computer, but we are going to go look at we're going to take all this makeup off. And then we're going to go look at our stuff. And we are going to figure out where to go from here. And because I do still want to get a whole bunch of writing done, I want to basically I'm not going to bed until either I pass out or I've hit all of the goals that I had for today. And part of that is to get to 5,000 words today. I'm at 0 words right now. And it's one of those things that I know is possible because I've done it before. Anyways, I am going to go and I am going to figure out what the heck I'm doing with my life. Just my writing life, though. The rest of my life, who cares? So, Sunday night, not quite wrapping up yet because I'm going to just have a chat with y'all. I have not been doing as well as I would like to be doing. Now, I wasn't planning on getting any words down until yesterday. The problem was I didn't get any words down yesterday. I did get some work done on that, and I did get some work done on some videos that needed to be done. But I just, I don't know. I have been having issues focusing and, staying on task. And I've figured out a few things, like the phone goes in the other room right now, and I'm using Forest on my computer and keeping track that way because I bought the app so that it will sync. So today I have done a little bit of video editing. I have written 480 words for the NaNoWriMo project. And so I think tonight what the goal is going to be is to finish chapter 25 of TQG, because I did get through quite a bit of that yesterday, thankfully. I'm going to finish that, and then I am going to try and get to 1,000 words for today. I do have technically the prologue that I can count, but I probably will count that tomorrow because I need to go over it and read it and edit it a little bit. But I want to at least get 1,000 words and get this world set up and dive back in. And it's funny because I'm having so many issues. I knew what the first line was supposed to be, but I'm having so much, it's like every other sentence is something I'm having to fight for. And it's very frustrating. But I think once I get used to it again and once I get used to drafting, it'll be fine. The goal will be to be caught up at some point next week. I don't know what point next week it'll be. Probably by next Saturday. Or maybe I don't know. I'll have to see how well I do on Monday and Tuesday. I'll check in a little bit later night probably so I can wrap this up. And let you know how I do on those goals. In a stunning twist that everyone saw coming, Margaret is horrible at taking her own advice. You haven't seen that advice yet because that video is going up on Wednesday, but this will make much more sense later, and you're going to be like, but Margaret, you said, and yes, Margaret said, and she didn't take her own advice. Long story short, I had 480 words. I now have 170 words for NaNoWriMo on day 4. I was close enough to the start of this book that I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna scrap this because this isn't the direction I want this scene to be going, and I don't know, I have no idea what's going on here. So I just scrapped it and started over, but I started over 15 minutes before I was supposed to close my computer and go to bed. So we are going to have to work our butt off next week. It's only an extra 1,000 words a day that I'll have to write, which isn't terrible for me. So I'll have to write 2,600 words a day instead of 1,600. And if I focus and can get in a flow state, that is doable. I'm actually probably going to try for a double goal tomorrow. So it is time to wrap up this first week of Nano Vlog. As you have seen, did not have the most productive first weekend of Nano. It didn't happen. And so that means that tomorrow I am going to have to go in with a more focused mindset and get stuff done. I will be waking up early this entire week just to get to get ahead and to give myself a little bit of extra time to write or edit or do whatever needs to be done. What we have accomplished so far, we have written 170 words in the Ash project. We have finished this weekend chapter 25 of TQG, which, thank goodness, we're moving again on that thing. And so we're going to continue moving on that thing. And I've gotten some of my setup done, not nearly as much as I would have liked to get done, but I have gotten some of the setup done. And so I think I'm just going to keep moving forward with that so that I'm kind of like doing my planning along with the story that I'm writing. It's not exactly how I would like to do it, but as long as I have the outline in the next couple of days, I should be fine. Like, I know vaguely what, like, some of the big scenes are. I hope you guys are having a lovely time writing and doing much better than I am doing with your nano projects. Just, like, go after it. I'm apparently just being lazy this weekend, so... And I probably needed that lazy weekend because I have been working really hard. I knew it was going to be difficult jumping straight from getting ready for one project into doing NaNoWriMo. So I knew that there was going to be some backlash. Hopefully getting some rest this weekend will have solved that issue. But happy writing, everyone, and I will see you next time when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye!